G'day everybody, welcome back. I have so many things to do, so many projects, but I found this old clock, which is a plastic one, just a cheapie, and I pulled this the cover off of it. So I thought I might do something with it, and yeah, I need a clock here in the studio anyway, so I just got to be careful. How does this thing come off? That's so solid. That's got to be able to pop out. Where's my tools? Anything, even scissors will do now. Okay, that should, oh, hang on a minute, there's something here. There we go. Come on. Out it comes. I just got to make sure that I put these in a safe place so I don't lose them. Okay, so that is done now. If I could pull this thing off, it will be great. I don't need this paper. Don't tell me it's glued on. Oh my goodness, it's glued on. Oh no, it's not. Just a little bit, but it's alright, I'll manage. The beauty about these cheapy things, they can be pulled apart real easy, and I might just leave that as a bit of a stencil for something else. I might just be able to use that for the clock. Oh, all right, I didn't expect that. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have to, well, that's interesting. All right, not a problem, give me a second. Okay, so I went and got a disc. This was a DVD, one of the CDs, you know, but it's still a bit too small, and I suppose I can attach it to that, but still leaves a gap. Okay, so I might have to use this after all, or make my own piece of resin to fit in there. But I like, so I know that this is a little bit too thick, so I went around and tried to, but you know, it's very dangerous to split it from up here, but that didn't work. So then I went in here, once again, dangerous, pull the blade away from you if you're doing something like this. I'd get rid of that too. And I found a spot where I can actually go and, okay, so that's done it now. I can get rid of my blade and just pop something in there. Probably this is a bit too big. Oh no, that's just taking that bit off. Bugger me. Okay, never mind, let's keep going. I might be able to get the whole thing off. I just don't want it too thick so I can still fit my clock mechanism over. Oh, here we go. Yes. Oh yes. But I've got to be very careful. I'm just going to go around, around, around. This is just the back side. And going around just to sort of separate them. Oh, wow, wow, wow. This is good. This is good. Now very gently and carefully. I don't want to crack or break my little disc, because I do want to use this guy. Definitely want to use him. Okay, around. Just using this to separate very carefully and gently, especially here now. I don't want that last bit to crack. Oh wow, here we go. That can go in the bin. And I still have my little guy here. Okay, so just checking that this clock mechanism fits, and it actually fits perfectly. See that bit there? That fits perfectly in that hole right there of a disc. How cool is that? Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to pour over this. I mean, I don't have to do anything, but I really don't want to have to make a mold to fit it in here, or I would probably just get a piece of plastic, nice big piece, and then pop it in there and pour resin in it, but it wouldn't be perfectly round. Anyway, so I'll just do it like that, see what happens. I've got these holes here that I want to tape. Oh my goodness, this was supposed to be just like a 5-minute job. Why do I do these things to myself sometimes? Okay, so at this point I've just got some masking tape, and I'm taping those holes. There's like 3 cuts where that cover is supposed to kind of sit in, but I won't be using that, so I thought I'll cover them up, because, you know, I didn't want any resin to seep through that. And at this point I'm just still thinking maybe I should just pour resin straight over that paper and see what happens, but then I'm thinking, no, it's gonna seep underneath and it's just gonna turn into a huge mess. So I made a little thing to pop in that hole out of just tape, you know, some sticky tape to fit it in there. Ended up not using it, but at that point I'm just trying to figure things out. And this is something that I do a lot. I'm sure a lot of you do it, and some of you are really organized and already know what you're going to do. And I had a plan in my head, but it didn't work out, because when I pulled this clock apart, I could see that it wasn't going to work. My idea was not going to work. So that's why I just improvise. And I've got a little drill now, so I've decided to pour into that cover. And so now I'm just drilling a hole in the cover. Okay, so as you saw, plan C, I decided to drill a little hole in this plastic, which was a cover. It used to go in that way, but I'm going to fit it in like this, and then I'm going to glue it down with resin, because I still want to be able to see the other side. Anyway, don't mind me. And then this is going to sit on it like that, and then we are going to paint the inside of this to be like a little frame. So what I'll do is I'm just going to get some of my lovely chameleon pigments and just go around, and hopefully it will actually stick to this. It's not really working as good as, oh yep, it's working, but not as good as the actual silicone mold, you know. It seems to stick much better to a silicone mold, but anyway, I'll just go around like this. Actually, what I might do is I might just spray it with just a little bit of varnish, or even some spray adhesive, just to make it, to give it a little bit of, you know, more of a sticky kind of platform. So I might just do that. See, I'm learning, and I'm just going with whatever idea comes to mind. Okay, so I just got rid of some of that. I'll be back in a second. Okay, done. I've sprayed it and dried it, so it sort of feels sticky, but it just feels sticky, but not. Oh, look at that, so much better. There's a tip for you if you're going to do this on a smooth sort of area. Look at that, it's really good. And actually some of the areas I missed with the glue. So anyway, I'm just going to go around the edge with this. You don't need to use a lot. I'm really spreading it now. And there. So speeding this bit up, I'm using 3 different chameleon colours. So pretty much blending them one into the other and see how it turned out. I can't wait to see how it turns out on the other side. Just making sure that I do the sides as well. And I went a bit too high up, not thinking and realizing that the middle section is lower than the edge, so I won't be able to pour it up that high, and there's no need to pour that much because that's it's going to be the front, so it's going to be like back to front, and I won't see the back of it, and don't need that much resin to cover this chameleon pigment. But I'm just thinking, my mind is racing and thinking ahead what to do, how to do it, things like that. Okay, so that's all done now. I've just mixed up some apatite blue, which is this gorgeous metallic colour, one of my babies, and I'm going to pour it in. So I just want to make a little spout here. I'm just going to go and sort of one spot and just let it keep flowing around. Because that is going to show. I actually don't even need to fill this whole thing up, I don't think, because it's going to be a bit of a waste. So, but what I will do is I will kind of go like this and move it around a bit, trying not to make a mess, because you won't really be able to see. Whoop, gotta be careful here. Now I will keep going. I've got plenty of resin, so might as well do it. Go as far as I can without disturbing these holes here. And I need to mix some more. Maybe I can just pour some clear over it. Give it a bit of a stir. There was just a smidgen left in there, so give that a bit of a stir, and then just go around, and it'll be interesting to see how this will affect the actual chameleon pigments underneath. Da-da-da-da. And could actually leave it at that. I don't think. Oh yeah, I could just leave it at that, like that. So now, let me move this out of the way. Right, so now let's play with our top, or the face of our lovely clock. So I'm going to use the same colors that I have here. And that's just the tape, I just blocked that hole that you saw me drill. So what I'm going to do is just get a little bit of resin down here. Actually, let's mix our color. Got a little bit of angel white, and I don't need too much. So it's not going to be anything fancy, just going to be something that will complement that. Now let me just get some more apatite blue, about that much. About 2 big drops went in there. Come on, get off. Give it a stir. The resin that I'm using is called Platinum 360 Plus. It's a fast setting resin, so it's really good. Still gives you plenty of time to work, but then it'll set within a few hours. Solid, rock solid, so that's really, really exciting. What I'm going to do is pour a little bit down first, because I want to stick that on top of it. I'm just going to use my finger here to spread it, and then probably in about an hour I'll come and pull that tape out, and if I forget, it doesn't matter because I can always drill the hole again. It'll be easy-ish. Okay, so that is that. What did I do with my... Here it is. And here comes this fella. Just don't want any bubbles coming out from underneath him, so it'll be interesting to see. Just like that, right in the middle. And then randomly, I only have a tiny little bit of angel white mixed in here. I don't need a lot. And like I said, anything can happen. I might even decide to pour over this guy. And I have to be careful with heat because I don't want this plastic to bend or warp or anything like that. That will not be good. Now let's go with our clear. Like I said, nothing too fancy. Actually, I probably should have mixed another color to go with this one. Like that, similar to that in there. Let's get Aqua Ocean out. Mix that. Blues and greens, where's my Aqua Ocean? Here it is. Got to give it a nice stir. Hasn't been used in a long time and all the pigments sort of separated. So that's what you do, just give it a little mix. A good mix, because I like it to be mixed well. And I think I'm going to use that. It's going to be a little bit different, but it doesn't matter. Get another little cup. Some more resin. I just think of these things as I go. I'm not making, like I said, a piece of, you know, gallery art. I'm just doing some fun and just want to see how it'll work. Now this pigment is very transparent, and I might add a little bit of white to it. It will lighten the color. I just want a drop of white in there. One drop. And that'll be enough to make this more opaque. Okay, don't like the... Oh, maybe. It'll be alright. Okay, let's do it. Let's go this way. This thing's moved. Oh, I just made a mess. Oh, it's overflowing a little bit. That is not good. Righto, so let me just get my nice little stick here. So I want to do this. Bring it up to the edge. My little bowl here, and then I just want to go around and spread this. A bit of spreading. See how nice it's making it? If I keep going like this, obviously it's going to mix them two colours together, which is not what I want, but I do like to create this really nice spin. Okay, now the white. See, I don't even think I need the white. Jeez, that's going to overflow. Please don't, please don't. I still want you to go to the edge, but not overflow. If it does, it does. Now the white, don't need a lot. For my white, I'm just gonna okay, a little bit of heat. Like I said, got to be careful with the heat. It's doing its thing there. Go a little bit over here with the white. And again, a little bit. That's it. And I will leave that now, I think. But what I do want to do is pour this clear over the top here, because I can see that this wants to pull inside and it'll be uneven, so I think I just want to help it a little bit. If I can get it out, be great. It's starting to get a little bit thick now. Bring it closer to the edge. And that will be set in a few hours, and I'll be back. Okay, so I decided to put some abalone shells just in this area here, and I will need a little spoon for that. And then I'm going to have to press it down. You'll see how it's moved, but this area is quite transparent, and I think this abalone is going to look really, really pretty, just sort of scattered down there. I think it's just such a beautiful shell. I don't need a lot. Can't remember now whether that was the top. I think it was. Push it down, and hopefully they will sink a little bit and be able to see them. But that doesn't matter, I'm going to still see them on the outside. Duh! I'm getting confused. Everything is back to front or back to front. I don't know. Not too much. That's really pretty cool. Okay. Now, this is going to be a little bit tricky because when I pop these on with my heavy objects or object, see, I'm going to get some air bubbles coming up out of there, which is really not good. That did it. And okay, so that did it. I'm just going to have to deal with it, I guess. Now let me get something heavy and pop on there. Two heavy things. Here comes one. And now grab another one without making a mess of myself and everything else. There we go. Okay, so that's perfect. Just needs to sit like that. And hold that down. Perfect. Alrighty. What a big job out of such a simple idea. Here we are, guys, back. It's all set. This is actually 2 days after I've done it. So here's my little piece insert that's going to go in there. But I wanted to put some varnish over my, you know, this frame looking thing here, because it's quite matte and I need it to be a little bit shinier. So what I did was I thought I'll just use my super thick, you know, triple thick varnish. But look, it is going pretty solid, but it'll still work, I hope, because it should go hard again. And I'll just it's not easy to apply, I can tell you that, but it's giving me a little bit of texture as well, which I don't mind at all. So nothing's going to loosen these down, because this is varnish. I can't heat it up with a heat gun. I just have to go with it like this. And that's what I'm going to do to give it a nice shiny look. Bit of texture. It's all cool. Don't mind that one bit. And I could have resined it, but because it's not a flat surface, the resin will slide down, and it wouldn't look good. So that's why I'm doing this. Switch. Alright, so I went all the way around and I went inside just kind of with blobs, because I want to sit this guy inside, and maybe like that a little bit, and that varnish will work as a glue and hold this down. That's quite cute. And I've got my, oh, has this dried? No, not dry yet. So I've got my little hands here, my clock hands. I'll wipe my hands now. So I've painted the hour and the minute hand with some, just a marker. And it doesn't say on here that it's permanent, so I better find a permanent one. Okay, talk about making a big job out of nothing. So I had to cut this top bit off. That was not easy to cut, so that I can push this fella up more, because oh god, turned out that around that way, the resin kind of went underneath, went under the this disc, and it was thicker than what I thought it would be, so I had to cut that plastic bit off, and let's see if I can fit it in now. If not, I'm in real trouble. No, it's not fitting still. Okay, not to worry, see if I can push it further. And I already put the glue. Why do I do these things? Why? Oh, why? Now I can't pull this thing out. Okay. Let me see if I can actually, let me just pull it out again. Where's my scissors? Get this out of the way and pull you out. Maybe that way. Here we go. Let me just see if it'll fit directly on this guy. So if it goes like that, before I start cutting more things out. No, it still does not fit. Bloody hell. Okay. Looks like I might need to thin this down a bit more. Oh boy. Okay. We're back. I'm laughing at myself because I just dug all this and I didn't manage to do the whole, you know, circle, because and I'm choking because the battery just died on my my little drill. So then I decided to go around with my knife and cut that little, just, it's only about 1 millimeter high. I've cut that off just to try and allow a little bit more space, you know. So that's what I did. Now let's give it a go now. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers, toes, everything crossed. Let's give it a go. See how I go with this one now. Please. Oh, I think it might work. I think it might work. Oh, look at that. Oh no. Yes, it's in, but it's really tight. So, is this plastic? Yes, it is. So I can't bend it or anything. Oh my goodness. Hang on a minute. I've got other clock mechanisms here. See if I can use something else. Okay, so I've got another clock mechanism, and I don't know why I didn't think of this before, because look how long that one is. That's probably going to be too big now. Oh my god. Ah, golly. Alright, let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. Okay. This one's better anyway. This one goes down first. Let me see. I think that goes down first, and then that one. And then we screw this on. Come on. Screw it down so it holds it in place. And this is good because it covers my drilling, which is not cool. Okay, you going down or what? The whole thing's moving. Gosh. Okay, that's down. Let's go with this fella. I know he's black, but I will. Where's the rest? Oh, there it is. I will Why is it not fitting in there? Oh, there we go. That's nice. Oh my goodness. I can always paint that in silver later, but I just want to sort of be done with this guy for now. Ta-da. Why aren't you going in? Why aren't you going in? Imagine after all of this the bloody thing doesn't work. Right. There's space between them. Just lift it up a little bit so they're not touching. And my seconds should sit up here right inside this thingy. Oh my god. Have I got it? Let's see. And this thing is still wet, by the way. Let me pop the battery in. Fingers crossed again. Gosh, I think I'm going to try and stick to simple things. Why aren't you? Is that the right battery? Wrong way. Shouldn't be wrong way. Let's try that way. Please work. Yes! Yes! It is working! Now. No, it's not working. What the heck? Come on. Why? Oh my... There you go. Don't understand. There we go. I had to push it in. No. Bloody hell. Please. Okay, let's pull it out. How does one come out? Holy moly. This is a very sensitive watch. Well, I'm not giving up, that's for sure. It looks a little bit... Okay. I pulled the whole thing out and popped it back in and it's working. It's about time. Get it? Time? Thanks for watching and thanks for your patience. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, anyway, I've got a clock now in the studio. Thank goodness, it's working. Still working.